Before I start the video, I just want to say, I don't know if this really is a review, but I guess it kind of is, so I'm calling it a review. Also, while I was making this video, I found a better way to make this video, so if it sounds like I'm jumping around a bit at the beginning, that's why. Well, anyways, back to the video. Bye. Hey, so, I wasn't going to make this video, but then I thought about it again, and then I realized, wait a minute, there's a lot of shit here. So here we are. The last video I watched is the video we are going to talk about today. So let's begin with the acting. The first scene I saw was filled with bad acting.
Make this disappear.
Mother, we can't just...
You make sure no one finds out.
And this was pretty much the entire video. So why is it bad? Well, it makes her sound cliche. I mean, what would you say if you were trying to hide a dead body? I would say something like, hurry up and hide the body. And don't let anyone find out. But sir, we can't just... No objections! You will not leave this room until you've cleaned everything.
Good, got it, great, good.
That's what I would say, but that is dialogue. So let's talk about the acting. She has her arm crossed, she has her chin up, and she is looking down at the camera to make her look superior. But it makes her look like a cartoon villain. In other words, it doesn't make me take her seriously. And I'm guessing this is supposed to be serious. Was that really the sound that the water made when it fell into the glass cup? Come on. I get that you guys are amateurs, but this sounds like water falling into a bowl, not a glass cup. Also, from that height, the water would barely make a sound.
And I will not be the one to see them destroyed.
Oh my goodness. I'm really hoping this is not the case. Look at her eyes. Is she reading off a script? You guys couldn't have her redo her lines and look at the person? And the sudden cut from old lady to demonic old lady?
Are over 200 years old. And I will not be the one to see them destroyed.
Makes her delivery sound like she is overacting. And the whole point of acting is to make us think you're not acting.
With pleasure.
You guys should have redone that. She clearly forgot her line. Just look at her lips. Do you guys not have time?
With pleasure.
Is it done? The past.
If you guys want to make her the old mean lady, why when he didn't say anything to her, she didn't immediately snap at him for not answering her question? Instead, she delivers this beautiful line.
The past will haunt us. But there are some things in this world that are greater than you and I.
Why did she nod when she said that? From what I've seen, people do that to make the line seem more powerful, but for her, it just seems like she is having a hard time with that fake accent. Again with the sound effects, what happened to cause that sound? Why was there a cut and a zoom there? It would have looked better if you just didn't zoom. The zoom made it more obvious that there was a cut there.
Killing me won't give you life. An eternity of death and pain is all that awaits you.
That's weird. How did she go from scared to kill me? Am I the only one who finds that a bit weird? I don't know. Now, if they were Sony, Marvel Studios, Warner Brothers, or Paramount, I would say this is probably one of the worst practical effects I've ever seen, but since this is made by Crypt TV, and since making a realistic practical head is really difficult, I'll give them a pass for it. And then it ends. So even though this is supposed to be horror, this might actually be one of the least scariest videos I have ever seen on YouTube. But even if you focus on the story, it really is not that interesting. The characters are boring, I don't know who to root for, and I don't care about any of them. And as you can clearly see, the acting is pretty bad, and I really don't know why. Acting is one of those things where you don't need to have money, a good camera, or a microphone to be good at. You can just do it. And maybe it's not the actor's fault, Maybe it's the director's fault, and if it is, fire the director and hire me. Trust me, I'll do a better job. But maybe it's not the director's fault, it's not the dialogue, it's not the actor's fault. Maybe it's a little bit of all of them. Also, a small little problem I have with this video is the sound effects. They just seem to come out of nowhere, especially when she poured the liquid into the glass cup. I mean, just go in your kitchen and pour water into a glass cup. You will notice that it doesn't sound like this. Well, anyways, I hope you guys learned something from this video. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.